Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, they're going right back to Pittman.
Brent, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that way.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
And it's second down.
Tannehill throwing again. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Tannehill now to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I want to see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw, Tannehill. It's into the hands of Pascal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, Tannehill. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Tannehill. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Here's Tannehill. Taken in by Pascal out left. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up alive, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Adafe Owe there on the tackle. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The throw over the middle taken in. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the side.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't get many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize. In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number is going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking that a lot of times their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On the handoff, Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He'll take it at the 42. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be caught. Wallace hauls it in and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Shepard now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tannehill going to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So they do get it. And the 2 points. Now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, handoff to Dallas. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face a 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tylan Wallace, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Tannehill. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that will be incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And is taken in by Hurst. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To the air again, Tannehill.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Dallas.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked out by Deshaun Elliott.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
59 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On third down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your